What's up fam, this is Legato, and in this video we're going to go over a chunk of upcoming NFT projects, tokens, Web3 gaming projects, and get right into it. This last week has been nuts. Bitcoin is at all-time highs, Ethereum broke 4K, and if you can find good projects early, there's a ton of opportunity in this market. If anyone tells you different, they're lying. Maybe they need to be in a better group. But seriously, there's a lot of exciting stuff. If you like seeing consistent content like this, please hit that like and subscribe button below. And like I say in the beginning of every video, I am not a financial advisor. If you choose to take financial advice from someone who orders extra mayonnaise on every single sandwich that they get, like not just extra, ridiculous amounts of mayonnaise, then you may be looking in the wrong place for guidance. Before we get into the normal list of juicy projects, I want to talk about BloodLoop. BloodLoop is an upcoming 5v5 hero shooter that looks really dope. It's backed by Seedify, all the videos look great. In the last couple days alone, 200,000 people signed up for this. It's done by a crypto-native core team, has been worked on for years, and has already made a lot of waves. They've raised over $3 million so far. They got some huge partners and backers like Alex Becker and Avax, investors like Citizen Capital, Seedify, Andromeda, and they've already signed with Epic Games for a full launch. I'm telling you about it for two reasons. Number one is they just started a play-to-airdrop campaign. I'm going to put my sign-up link in the comments below. If you use it and join, you can get in on an early chance to earn BLS tokens and get early access to the game. The majority of everything that Seedify has touched lately has been fire, which is the second reason I want to bring it up. BloodLoop's public IDO is this month, including the OFE, Open for Everyone round. Seedify's IDO calendar in March is nuts. Obviously they have BloodLoop already, which I just mentioned, but they have some other juicy ones too. Ordify, which is a BRC20 launchpad, Castle of Blackwater, which is gaming, Gaiman, which is deep-in gaming, AI. I mean, they are loaded. You usually have to be staking or farming different amounts of SPUD, which is Seedify's token, to be able to participate in the public and the private IDOs. I'm biased as I am a Seedify partner, but if you check out their offerings, it's pretty crazy. They recently introduced the OFE round that I mentioned before, which gives everyone, even if you don't own SPUD, a chance to get involved. But the most important thing about Seedify is that in most cases they have a 7-day refund policy. Think about that. You can invest in a token drop, and as long as you don't sell or claim those tokens, you can literally get your money back. That is ridiculous. I don't know of any other launchpad or IGO platform that offers that. You could literally YOLO your bank account on every single one and just take refunds until you hit. I mean, I don't know what type of degenerate would ever do something like that, but having that safety net is crazy. Imagine if I went up to somebody in Philly and asked for a refund on a cheesesteak that I ate 7 days ago. I'd probably be shot. But seriously, scope out BloodLoop in the link below, check out the Seedify Launchpad, and while you're pulling all that stuff up on the other screen, let's get into some spicy stuff. Let's start it off today with the ordinals project, SPUD. SPUD is super low supply, 99, all hand-drawn, and in my opinion is absolutely a potential banger. The art looks really dope, there's all kinds of lore behind it and a story. There's some big name BTC art people in the Discord already, and I was fortunate enough to talk to the founder for like an hour, which to be honest, I really rarely do that. My attention span is usually so, hey, is that a Dorito over there on the floor? Sorry, what was I saying? Oh, that's right. SPUD looks dope, the artist is really into it, and has actually been working on this character and story for a long time. There's a lot of cool stuff that I know but I can't say, but let's just say if you're fortunate enough to get one of these 99, probably a win. Next up is another small supply ordinals project, BTC Slime. It's a supply of 555, really nice clean art on this one too, and the word on the street is the characteristics of the slime may evolve over time. I called this one out on my Twitter at like 300 or 400 followers. Shameless plug, are you following me? And it's been catching more and more attention, so keep an eye on it, you ordinals degenerates. Next up is POC, options trading gamified. It's actually pretty interesting. If you watch the video, it's like trading and the game and educational all in one shot. The idea is it's sustainable P2E, an engaging and easy to use trading environment, and helps you reduce trading risk. And obviously, most importantly, chickens. They have a mini game that's live, and you can check out their Twitter to learn more of the finer details. projects. But I wanted to mention this one because it's pretty cool. And speaking of projects doing things a little differently, here's another one that falls into that category, My Lovely Planet. Their tagline is play fun games, protect the planet, and earn tokens. They're giving away daily airdrops or pre-sales live. They have a lot going on. Ubisoft Lab is involved. It's already playable on mobile, and everything they're doing centers around MLC, My Lovely Coin. So if this sounds cool to you, scope out My Lovely Planet. Here's a super early one for you, Chainless Bear. At the time of recording this video, it has about 300 followers, and in line with their name, Chainless, they're going with a multi-chain minting approach using layer 0. There's not a ton of information about it yet, but the alpha is that the very first follower was Bear MVP, who does business development for Barachain. Barachain is huge. It has almost 1 million followers. And the last Barachain related project that my group had access to was a cook. So that's enough for me. Another super early one is ELDERGLADE. It has like 180 Twitter followers right now and call themselves a PvPvE extraction looter. Turn-based, AI-driven, retro style. With a native token, I'm a nerd, count me in. But the alpha is that it's being developed by W3 Forge, which is the company behind D-Race. D-Race is huge, a couple 100,000 followers, and has been around for a while. I think Becker used to shill it relentlessly last year, and the year before. It's NFT metaverse horse racing, but it has a monster following. So if they're involved in ELDERGLADE, I want to be as well. Now let's mix it up with a Blast Chain project, Blast Hood. If you followed me on Twitter, shameless plug, I called out Blast Hoods almost 3 weeks ago. At that time they had less than 400 followers and a ton of notable people following it. It now has a little under 30k followers and is super in demand. I know people going nuts trying to get this one. The art and theme and vibes is really appealing, and to be honest, at this time, with the exception of Blast Auto Club that already minted, this is the only Blast project I really even care about right now. Farming for Blast points is definitely cool with all the protocols and dApps, but as far as pre-mint NFT, this is the one you want. Next up is another ordinals project I want to mention quick, GUMBO World. If you have your finger on the pulse of ordinals NFTs, you probably heard about this one already. It has a little less than 5k followers right now. Art is fun, vibes are good. People are really digging the vibes and the character on this one, so I'm keeping my eye on it. Another ordinals drop I want to mention is BOZO Collective. BOZO's been around for a while now. They have NFTs, their BOZO coin on Solana, a Solana token swapping site, and I think their vibes and art is just perfect for Solana. They have a ton of followers and a big community. But I'm mentioning them today because they're about to drop a 111 Bitcoin project. Super low supply, it's almost completely sold out via pre-sales alone, and I think the art's really cool. As far as Bitcoin NFT art goes, it's so nice to see something like this as opposed to the pixelated degenerate stuff. No offense to the pixelated degenerate stuff. Even though the BOZO team has their hands in all kinds of stuff, they are making no promises with this collection. It is for art only. I myself did personally pre-sale one of these with my group Omega Alpha, just to be fully transparent, so I'm really interested to see how this one plays out. And the last project I want to mention real quick is bold.io. It's a free mint, 1,000 supply, that's backed by Sky Mavis and Yield Guild Games. If you haven't heard of those two, check them out by the way, they're big. These guys have a lot of sports-based games, all revolving around their BWLD token. It's one to keep an eye on based on their partners alone, like DAOmaker, Gate.io, CoinMarketCap, and they've been working on this for years. Their team has been on Shark Tank India. I think their apps have like over 12 million games played already, and over 30 million interactions in their ecosystem. So if you have this whitelist, it's free, so mint it. And boom, that's the end of the video. Every single project I mentioned is listed in the description below. Please like this video and shoot me a subscribe if you haven't already. Your support is really appreciated. If you want to hear about these projects earlier, follow me on Twitter. And if you want to learn more about my group Omega Alpha, I'm sure you can find that link pretty easily too. So with that, always remember, choose rich.